In this video, we're going to really show you the power of good photos and how pretty much any guy can go from getting 0 matches to getting a lot of matches if they just get these kinds of pictures. So from time to time, guys will email me and they'll say, hey Alex, I tried all your advice, I got great photos, but I'm still not getting results. It must be because I'm Indian or because I'm bald or because I'm this or that, right? They always have an excuse. But 99% of the time, it's not any of those things. It's simply because they don't actually have great photos. They think they have good photos, but they don't, right? I see this pattern time and time again. So if a guy is objectively a 6, most of them will look like they're 3 or 4 in their photos. I do the opposite. I would consider myself a 6.5, but in my photos I look like a 7.5. And this is what you need to do in order to get great results from online dating. So we're gonna use Indian PE, my business partner roommate, as a case study, right? And we're gonna show you how an bald Indian guy can actually also crush it with online dating by getting the right kind of photos. So this is a photo I took of him maybe 10 minutes before this video started, right? You can see he's slightly below average looking guy. Now, he's not horrendous or anything like that. Yes, his beard is on point, right? But he's also not a male model. This is not the kind of guys girls are gonna be masturbating to. Oh my God, yes, this Indian guy. That's just not gonna happen, right? He's a little, kind of skinny fat, he's bald, blah, blah, blah. Right, so this is a photo of him. So most guys will do is they'll take a photo like this and make it their Tinder profile photo, and then they'll be surprised that they don't get results. Next, we're going to take a look at the profile he used to have. So the profile he used to have was probably average, slightly above average, right? You can see the difference in the photo that I just showed in the next photo, right? He looks better than the picture I just took on my couch, but it's not ideal. The lighting isn't ideal. The angle isn't ideal, right? It's just not the greatest photo, but still decent. It's better than most guys are working with. You can see the second photo. So here the lighting is just way overdone. So part of his bald head is overlit. The other one is underlit. Not ideal. Also, the way his shirt is sitting on his body, you can see there's a little bit of chub there, so not ideal. Third photo, it's decent. I wouldn't say this is a horrible photo. I'd rate it 5 or 6 out of 10, right? But it's also a little bit over edited. He looks a little pixelated. Yeah, not the perfect photo. Here's the fourth one. Again, problem with lighting. Part of his face is overlaid. And you're gonna notice that lighting is one of the most important aspects in having a great photo, right? It's very, very important. It's lighting, angles, and photography work. And here's another one. So this is him standing there, part of his face a little overlit. He also looks a little young in it. It was cropped. It should have been cropped higher, right? So I would rate this photo a 6 out of 10. And here's the last one. So this photo is at night, which is not ideal because it's going to create, poor quality. Once again, I would say this photo is maybe a 5 out of 10, right? So nothing he had in his profile was terrible, which is why he was getting below average results, right? He was maybe getting 1 or 2 matches per app a day, which, got him some hookups here and there, but it wasn't enough. He still had to go out there and do cold approach and do all this other kind of stuff, right? Because he just really didn't have the kind of volume that he needs in order to get consistent results, right? And that was the issue. So even him, he was like, dude, I don't know, maybe there's only so much like an Indian guy could do. I'm like, no, if you up these photos, you can get better results. And he did. And it happened. So take a look at the profile he has now. So we had a photographer come in from Tampa and take photos of both of us. Really, really good photographer. And he got both of us awesome photos. So take a look at his profile now. Bam. Look how fucking badass this photo is. This is 3 times better than anything he had in his previous profile. He has a smirk on his face. The angle and lighting is good, so it looks like instead of him being skinny fat, he looks like he actually has some mass and muscle, right? He just looks very confident, very alpha, right? The body language is on point. Everything is on point about this photo. This photo is like a 10 out of 10. Take a look at this one. Also, he looks totally different, but he's still the same guy. If you see photos of him, this happened only 4 days ago, right? His looks haven't changed drastically or anything like that. Or maybe this was a week ago, something like that, basically. But again, smirk on his face, looks confident, good body language, everything's just on point, good lighting. So it's not like half his face is lit up. His whole face is lit up, right? Which again, is making him look better. Everything is on point about this photo. I would rate this one a 9 out of 10. Here's the third one. This one's at night, which is not ideal. Other than that, though, it's a pretty good photo. I would rate this photo a 7 out of 10, right? It's decent. It's not the best, not as good as the other ones, but it's quite good. Here's the fourth photo. Okay, this photo is also very much on point. So he's got the suit. You can see his beard. He's got perfect lighting where part of his face is just slightly lit less than the other part, but it's not drastic like he had in his previous profile, where it's just like, what the fuck, you're like two-faced now, right? Everything is good. He's not looking directly at the camera, which is good. Just everything's on point. It's cropped good. Everything's on point about this photo. I would rate this one, again, 9 out of 10. And the last one, so this is pretty decent. I would rate this one a 7 out of 10. It's an activity photo, more or less. You know, he's walking the dog, right? Rhaegar. Pretty good photo, right? Again, this is not his best one in this profile, but still way better than anything he had in his previous profile. And guess what? Once he got these photos in, he 3x'd his number of matches. So he went from getting 1 or 2 matches a day per app to over 5 matches a day per app, which comes out to 20 matches, you know, a day once you average up the photos, right? And this is drastically better results while him still being the same exact person. And this is a photo of a chick he hooked up with 3 days ago, 4 days ago from his new profile. Pretty hot, you know, white chick, big boobs, like pretty much everything that, you know, most guys fantasize about, right? And he was able to get her, you know, through these new profile photos. If he had shit photos, do you think she would have matched with him? Zero fucking chance, right? And he also has, I think, 2 more dates set up for this week. So again, this profile is already paying off. Next, let's take a look at my profile. So you guys have seen my old photos. I'm not going to repeat that. I just want to show you a few of the photos that we took during my photo shoot. And I haven't actually put these in my Tinder profile yet because I'm waiting for the other ones to come back edited. I'm going to do that probably sometime this week, but you can already foretell what's going to happen. So this is the first photo. This is one of my favorite photos that he took. Great photo, good body language, everything's on point. I look good in this photo. You can't really see my receding hairline. You can't see any of that. And this is not even a photo that's edited. This is the original photo. Now, this is what it looks like edited. I would say this is a 25% improvement, maybe 30% improvement. The way the lighting now is like the way he put a filter on my face, so all my features are more clear, right? Everything is just more clear. The background looks sharper. Yeah, this photo is probably 25 to 30% better than the previous. And that's where Photoshop is going to come in. You're not going to take a shitty photo and make it great with Photoshop. But you can take a pretty good photo and make it great. You can have a 20 to 25% improvement with Photoshop, and that's still saying something. Like if you can improve your photos by 25%, you know, why would you not do that? If you have no idea how to do Photoshop or editing, it's okay. You can just go on Fiverr, literally pay someone $5 and have them edit your photos. I used to do that in the past. So it can very easily be done, so it's never an excuse. Here, take a look at another one. So this is a great photo. It's an activity photo because I'm having a drink. I'm not looking at the camera. Like everything looks good. I look good in this photo and I look natural. Here's the edited version. It's not as drastic of a difference as the previous one, but still better. I would say this one's slightly over edited, so I'm gonna have them tone down the editing for this one. For Instagram, it's fine, but for dating apps, you don't wanna have too much of a filter look, right? You wanna keep that minimal. But again, this is a fucking solid photo. Like, we can already foresee that these photos are gonna get me more results, and I'm already getting pretty good results. So if I 3x that, I'm probably gonna have more matches that I know what to do with. Now look, I'm not gonna bullshit you guys and say, oh, everyone can, you know, with the same amount of photos can get the same amount of results, right? It doesn't work that way. The lower your sexual market value is, the more work you have to do, right? There's no denying that. So you take someone who's, you know, good looking and you get them great photos, right? They're gonna get way better results than someone who's, I don't know, below average looking, gets great photos. However, the point I'm making is everyone can get some level of decent results unless you're deformed or, you know, you have some kind of major, like, let's just say, injury to your face or something like that, something that less than 0.1% of the population have, you can get pretty decent results. And I guarantee you can significantly improve your results if you get these kinds of photos. You just have to put in the work. All right, hopefully you guys found this video valuable, and I want to give credit to the photographer who took these great photos of us. You can find him on Instagram at jharderphoto, and we're going to put his contact info in the description. So if you live in the Florida area, check him out, or if you're willing to fly in or have him come to you, that's also another option. Show us some love by smashing the like button, hitting subscribe, click the bell for notification. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.